Good morning, guys. It's Al Gibbons here from the Peach Classic. I had some questions that some people asking about how I breed, and I thought I'd do a little video to explain what we do here. I breed on the bull system, and I use that because I think it gives me the best chance to test birds in their first year here. If you breed natural, you'll get maybe 4 sets of eggs out of a pair, and then if you have to be swapping eggs. That all gets too confusing to know what eggs you put, and then you have to have pumpers and all this. With the way I do the bull system, I don't have any of those issues. I got 2 sections that have 12 widowhood boxes in each. I don't currently use them all. I always leave some open in case you get cocks and hens that want to move to a different box for the second round. What we have right now in Georgia here, it's December 2nd. We're getting 10 hours of daylight. That's not enough to get the birds motivated to breed. So I currently have them on 14 hours of sunlight every day. It comes on early in the morning, and then it goes off about 8:30 or something, and then they have the natural sunset for going to roost every day. What I do is, this section has 8 hens in it. I put 8 hens, each in their own box, put them in there, food, water, and grit. The cockbirds will come claim a box made up with the hen and everything except for tread. I'll give the birds about probably a week or so to make sure. When I see if they're all mated, then I'll start the bull system. And what I'll do is just take whatever bull cock that we're working with, open it up, put him in there. With these things, the hens being there 10 days and in love, but I hadn't treaded. When you put the bull cock in there, within a minute or two, you can actually stand here, he'll tread her, then you pull him out, give him a few minutes to cool off, and go to the next hen. With this section, there's 8 hens. I'll have them numbered 1, 2, 3. One day I'll start from number 1 and run them through all 8 hens. The next day I'll start at number 8 and work my way back. But make sure that all of them get the eggs filled. As soon as the hen lays the second egg, I'll just open up the door, and the cockbird that she's mated to will go right on in, and they'll set the eggs and raise them just as if they were their own eggs, their own babies. And in all actuality, it won't be. It'll be whatever bull cock I was using at the time. After they hatch out those eggs and those babies get raised, usually when they're about 2 to 3 weeks old, they'll lay the second set of eggs. I will replace those eggs with dummy eggs, because their father will be whatever cockbird she's been mated to. After those babies hit the floor, then I'll close the door on her again and give her 10 days in there by herself to make sure that all the residue from the cockbird she's mated to is gone, and then I'll start with my next bull cock and mate him through all the hens. As soon as she lays the second egg, open it back up. Her cockbird she's been mated to has already finished raising the babies and is back up waiting here to get back in. Then you just open it up, he'll go in and raise the next set of eggs. So I'll get 4 rounds out of each hen. This year we're working with 4 different cockbirds, so I'll get to mate that hen to 4 different cockbirds, have 8 youngsters out of that hen, and you'll be able to test those and you'll know pretty well. After the first year of racing, if they produce something, then you know, and that cockbird made it good with that hen, and take those notes for next year or whatnot, as far as which cockbirds you use on the bull system. The only downside to breeding with the bull system is within a year or 2, if you've got a really good cockbird, almost all your hens are going to be related to that cockbird, and you'll have to bring in something different as a cross. This year we've brought in 3 different cockbirds, and then I have one that was a super racer that I haven't got to try yet for myself, and I will be putting him on there this year to see if he breeds as good as he raced. That's about all it is to it, and I can generally get a bunch of birds out, and you'll know the first year how good of a breeder they're going to be. Okay, guys, enjoy.